This video presentation does not constitute an offering of securities. It is presented for due diligence purposes only. This presentation and/or the contents thereof are not to be reproduced or transmitted to any member of the public or to any potential investor in any manner whatever. Any such transmission may constitute a violation of federal law. Real estate. It's the historic basis of all great wealth. Most of this country's great fortunes have been built on real estate. And today, knowledgeable investors continue to earn excellent returns on income-producing properties that appreciate over time. Properties that are purchased, managed, and sold for them by seasoned real estate and investment professionals. If it were possible to create the ideal real estate firm today, what attributes would it have? Maturity? A firm that's old enough to have earned a reputation for solid financial results. Stability. A firm of professionals who have built the business on judgment and experience over more than a decade. An entrepreneurial spirit with the ability to make profitable buy and sell decisions quickly based on solid research. Sophisticated management tools. A firm which uses the latest computer technology to document each property's capital value, to project its realistically achievable profit goals, and to monitor its performance closely. And what about performance? Shouldn't the ideal firm have a track record for at least doubling the limited partner's equity investment after taxes? Well, if you agree that these would be the key attributes of the ideal real estate firm today, you'll be interested in knowing that such a firm does exist. Its name is Quadel Corporation. Since 1973, Quadel has been noted for its profitable acquisition, syndication, management, and resale of investment real estate. While principally engaged in purchasing and syndicating rental apartment complexes, the company has also acquired office buildings, shopping centers, and both hotels and motels. Most of Quadel's investment properties are located in growth areas of the South, the Midwest, and the Southwest. To be considered for purchase, a property must be well located and structurally sound. The firm's investment policy is conservative, yet entrepreneurial. While tax benefits are important, Quadel requires that a property demonstrate its potential for cash flow, appreciation, and capital gain without overemphasizing the tax advantages it may convey. With this approach to qualifying potential investment properties, Quadel has built an enviable track record with its successful syndications. More than a third of its almost 100 partnerships have been sold, giving the limited partners an average of more than 200% return on their invested dollars after taxes. With an average holding period of only 3.5 years, this represents an average annual appreciation of 31% after the return of the limited partner's invested principal. This works out to an average annual internal rate of return of 19%. Results like these make it easy to understand why more than 20% of Quadel's 2,400 limited partners have invested in more than one of the company's partnerships. And 63% of its multiple partnership investors have reinvested in a Quadel-sponsored property after their first was profitably sold. Quadel has raised a large portion of its equity through investment advisors who are also repeat clients. These are important benchmarks of success in the syndication of real estate. Success that traces its origins to the judgment, the ability, and the vision of Quadel's principals, Norman Watson and Thomas Webb. Mr. Watson, president of Quadel since its inception, brings to the firm wide experience in public policy and finance. After an early career in local and state housing and urban development administration, he ultimately served as Assistant Secretary of Housing Management for the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development in Washington, where he managed all government and FHA housing policy. Tom Webb, who holds an MBA from Columbia, has been Executive Vice President and Secretary-Treasurer of Quadel since its founding. The backgrounds of the general partners give them a shared belief in the soundness of real estate as an investment, especially when properties are managed as closely and as professionally as are Quadel's. Every quantifiable variable that can affect the value of a Quadel property is computerized and carefully monitored on the company's management information system. Performance goals are established before a property is purchased. Then its progress toward those goals is tracked meticulously. Variations from established performance projections are quickly detected, and appropriate action is taken.
I believe the basic difference between Quadel and other syndicators is in the quality of our asset management and the sophistication of our management tools. We not only chart the performance of all of our properties, the income, the expenses, and the occupancy, but we chart the performance of the on-site managers. We have professionals in-house who monitor dozens of performance indices every week. Their reports tell us what's happening as or before it happens, so that we can control performance toward our goals of profitability and enhanced value. We take a very scientific approach to property management. Our goal, of course, is to enhance the value of the properties and the value of the limited partners investment. But I guess that's every firm's goal. But we consistently achieve it. That's what makes Quadel different.
Added value is a hallmark of our Quadel properties. No investor has ever lost money on a Quadel-sponsored limited partnership. In fact, on the average, our investors have more than double the value of their equity investments with us after taxes.
When people hear about this track record, many of them ask, why haven't I known about this before? Where has Quadel been all this time? And the answer is simply that Quadel has been working without a lot of fanfare to achieve the success the company enjoys today. The placements have been very private. Most of them have been made through investment advisors and financial planners. And many of those who have recommended Quadel limited partnerships to their clients have been doing business with the company for a decade or more. Since 1973, Quadel limited partnerships have purchased investment real estate valued at more than $500 million. One of these properties is Quadel's own corporate headquarters, an historic building which Quadel totally renovated, creating a new landmark in downtown Chattanooga, Tennessee. As is so clearly evident in this property, which is also owned by a Quadel limited partnership, the company is known for enhancing the value of its investments. The company has always been willing to put its own money into its limited partnerships to secure their performance. Some would say this is altruistic, but Quadel believes it's just good business. This is a company that believes in going the extra mile to protect its investors, to ensure that their investments are sound. As a result, these investments have performed at least up to their expectations, and the company has grown both in size and in substance. Today, Quadel's management and staff is comprised of some 50 investment, financial, legal, and real estate professionals. Quadel is a team which works well together, a team which has grown and matured together over time. As the company's growth accelerates with a more aggressive national marketing program, there is every reason to expect that the foundations of Quadel's success will continue to support the firm and its investors in the future. If you agree that these are the attributes of the ideal real estate firm today, I believe you'll also agree that these are the very things that make Quadel so attractive. The notion that one might create such a firm with a solid track record, experienced management, sophisticated information systems, and years of profitable investor performance may be only folly. But that such a firm exists today and is growing is an undeniable fact. This is Quadel Corporation today.